Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'll be going through with you guys my September favorites and fails, so let's get into it. So today's video is a little bit of a coffee chat. I am sitting in our dining area. I'm still recovering from my knee surgery and cannot sit down for very long, so that's why I have this bit of an unusual setup, but I have some great products and one disappointing product, so let's see what I have. I am going to do this video ranking style from my least favorite to my favorite product for the month of September. Let's start with the bit of a disappointing product. This one is from Colourpop, and this is the Root Cover Up Camouflage Roots and Regrowth Instantly in the shade Blonde. This was sent to me for review purposes. Some of these products are, but that has no bearing on my opinion about them. I do not get paid or any compensation to post about them on YouTube, nor am I required to do so. And this is a sort of a powder that you add to your roots with this little brush that comes with two sides. I found this side to be too big, so I used a tiny side mostly. The unfortunate part was that this shade Blonde just didn't show up on my roots. I tried swatching it here. I don't know if you can see that even from that. Now, to me, this product is totally not worth it because of the lack of pigment. I think you can barely see it there. But I have heard that the darker tones are more pigmented. So it could just be this one shade. But to me, this was the disappointing product in the month of September. At number 7, I have a product that wasn't exactly a disappointment, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be either. So this is from Colourpop, and this is one of their crystal quads. This is in the shade Aquarius, which is not my sign, but I did like the color story. Now, when I first got it, I thought it looked beautiful. I still really like the two matte shades. I think they're really good. I think this paler shimmer shade is beautiful as well. However, this blue shade that really caught my eye was crumbly, and I couldn't get it to apply to my eyelids that well either. It looked slightly patchy. I could create a nice look with this, so it's not a disappointment. It's just a bit of a in-between product for me. I wasn't impressed by the formula by any means. I think the mattes are a Colourpop usual matte formula, which I do like. I wish this shade would have been a little bit darker. Maybe I'm just not really impressed with this. I've had so many good Colourpop palettes, so this felt like a little bit of a dud. So it's my number 7 in between product today. Not a bad product. I paid $4 on sale for it, so I do think maybe it was worth the price, but at the same time, I expected more from this shade. The rest of the products today are favorites, and I really had a tough time ranking these. It's kind of a forced ranking, but all of them are great. The first one I have is from Nars, and this is their Afterglow Lip Balm, and I have this in the shade Orgasm. This is just a beautiful product. A bit of a rediscovered product. I had this in my collection for a little bit, and I recently pulled it out, and I just love the peachy pink sheer shade for everyday use, and I think it's so hydrating as well. Definitely earned its spot in my September favorites. The next product I have is a bit of a recent discovery. This is from Becca and Smashbox, and this is their under eye brightening corrector in the shade Fair Light. This was on Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty recently, and I did want to try it because I had heard such good things about it, and I will say I do really enjoy it. There's a little bit of a swatch of it. It is this kind of peachy pink shade. I think is an excellent corrector if you have darkness in your inner corners. I think for under eyes it might be a little bit too heavy, at least for me. A little bit goes a long way, but for inner corners I swipe it and it just does its magic. So I am very happy I purchased this. I will get a lot of use out of it, and this amount of product is going to last me a very long time. I have a lot of makeup products for you today, but one of my favorites is actually a scent. I don't think I've had a scent favorite ever before in my videos, but this is from Philosophy, and this is their Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere scent. I also got this from Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I absolutely love it. It is a beautiful scent, and I'm just gonna check from Ulta's website. It is in the woody fragrance family. It is woody gourmand scent. Top notes are juicy tangerine, middle cashmere wood and orchid, base vanilla bean, creamy sandalwood, and skin musk. Now I will say I love vanilla scents, but vanilla scents can be too immature to me, like very middle school type of scents. This is more of a sophisticated vanilla scent that starts with that warm woody scent. On me, this lasts quite the nice amount of time. I know it has to do with skin chemistry, but I have been so impressed. Now I will say a lot of scents bother me. I have a lot of allergies, but this one does not. So I think if you are sensitive to scents but still want to try some, this might be a good one to start trying out. Also, my puppy isn't bothered by this, and she starts sneezing so easily about scents, but this one does not bother her either. So this is just my perfect everyday scent. I like smelling good, but I don't want to smell very artificial or too sweet. This is just your perfect in-between fragrance, and definitely a fall favorite for me. I absolutely love it. So the next product is from a brand that I'm previously unfamiliar with. This is from Jungsang, and I believe they are a Korean makeup artist, beauty guru. This is their skin setting tone balancing base with SPF 50, and I received 3 of these in different shades to review, and this one is the one that I fell in love. The other 2 are great too. There's a pinkish tint and then a green tint, but this one, this tone balancing base right here, I swatch it for you, is kind of like a foundation almost. I love that it has the high SPF, and there has been days when this was the only base product I use. I didn't use any foundation because this one worked like that as well. Now this is all around, I think, an excellent product. It comes with this squeezy tube that's so easy to use, and also I think the packaging looks very sleek. I think Jungsang did an excellent job in designing these. I have used the other color correcting products as well, but those are more like products that I use on parts of my face. This one I can use all over instead of a foundation, and it lasts all day. It doesn't look cakey or drying. I think it's just a perfect base product. If you have a lot of discoloration, you might need a foundation on top of this because the coverage is pretty sheer, but it's just the right amount for me for those sort of no makeup days. Absolutely, I'm so excited that I got to try this one. I love it. Now the last 2 products, I had trouble putting them in order. Take this ranking with a grain of salt because both of these could have been number 1. I'm ranking them based on what I'm more excited about than the actual quality, because both are just really good quality. The first one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is their Earth and Ocean palette. This is in no way a new palette. It has been around for a while. I just never tried it before, and I have just been so impressed with this formula. I think it's the perfect fall palette as well, because this corner right here screams fall to me. I've created these kind of green looks. The shade Sahara is just one of my favorites. I also love the mattes, green mattes. There's that shade. But I really have enjoyed this palette. I think this is probably one of e.l.f.'s best formula. I think they have those excellent quads, those bite-sized mini palettes as well, but this one maybe is even better formula. I was so impressed by this. I haven't used all the shades, so that's why it's at number 2 and not number 1, but it could have easily been a number 1 or 2. Here, the shade Rock Bottom has been my one and done eyeshadow shade. During my recovery period, I've just put this all over my lid and I've been done with my look. But all around a great palette, very affordable as well. So if you have never tried e.l.f. Cosmetics Earth and Ocean, I highly recommend it. Definitely deserves its spot as number 2 in my September favorites. At number 1, I have a product, as I mentioned. It's more of an exciting product, but the quality is definitely there. This is from Kaja Beauty, and this is one of their beauty bentos. These are so handy when you travel. They open up and have little mirror on the top, and then 3 different shades. Mine is in the shade Mocha Spritz, and I have 2 matte shades and a beautiful shimmer here. absolutely love this design, but also the formula is so effortless. I could create an everyday look so easily. I could add some more depth for an evening look. When I'm going on my next trip, I think this is the one I'm taking with me just because it's so handy, so easy to use, and the formula is great, and it even comes with this tiny mirror. So absolutely deserves its spot as number one in my September favorites and fails. So these were my September favorites and that one fail product. I have been so impressed with most of these. I absolutely love the two eyeshadow products here. As I mentioned, this Earth and Ocean could have been number one, but Kaja just is such a handy product to take with you when you travel. I'm definitely going to use that during my next trip. This scent has just been so good. I've been using it every day since I got it from Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. I don't think I've loved the scent as much as I've loved this in a long time. This Nars Afterglow lip balm. It is a little bit pricey for what it is, but if you can find it on sale price, I think you will really like it. It's just your perfect everyday, slightly tinted lip balm. Smashbox and Becca Under Eye Corrector, perfect for those inner corners, but perhaps too heavy for the under eyes, at least for me. I have drier skin, but if you have oily skin, you might really like it there as well. Then the Jungsang Skin Setting Tone Balancing Base. What a great multitasker. You can use it as sort of a primer, SPF, but also as a sheer coverage foundation. Now my two more disappointing products. This one, really, it's not that bad, but it's not the greatest either. I was just really disappointed by this blue shade. That's really the reason why I got it, and now that it doesn't work for me, all around not the greatest quality from Colourpop. The mattes are Colourpop's usual formula. Now this Colourpop product, as I mentioned, it could be just a shade, but it just didn't work for me at all. I don't really know who would be able to use it since the pigment just isn't there. But these were some of my September favorites and fails. Are there any products that you like in here or dislike? Let us know in the comment section. If you have any suggestions that you really enjoyed in the month of September, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. I love trying out new products, so any suggestions you have, I'd really appreciate them. But thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you subscribe. And if you like these kind of videos and want to see more of their kind, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.